Welcome to this week's edition of Extra Points, everybody. We are at the Wakanda Golf Club for the Principal Charity Classic. We're excited about the weather we've got right now. We'll cross our fingers that as long as we're filming, the rain stays away. It's been a rough week. Guys, golf is on our minds, obviously. We're out here, and I know that Casey cheats on the golf course, Mark. I know you don't get much time out there, but what a great event for our community.
Oh, I think it's an excellent event, and I mean, I like the change of venue too. I mean, it's kind of neat to come out here. It's been at Glen Oaks.
Nice to see
it's been
your hair kind of blowing.
Yeah,
in the
you know, I
breeze
got just the natural flow going here, so it happens out on the golf course.
I know it's important because you got that voice, that radio voice going, hey, we're here out in Wakanda. But no, it's great to have it in the heart of Des Moines, really. It's the south side. But
it's been at Glen Oaks for a while.
And this is one of the great classic golf courses. It's an oak forest out there with mature oak trees, and you don't see that anymore. It's a rarity.
Absolutely. Then the course is in great shape with the rain. It's not going to maybe play as fast as they'd like, but it's going to play awfully nice. Guys, this week we also had, or last week rather, as we talk about this week, we had the passing of Jim Zabel, and we were talking off air as we're doing our exhaustive show prep about what broadcasters like Zabel mean. And Mark, we got to start with you since you're the only one here. Casey and I are too young to remember Beat the Bear. You were on Beat the Bear.
That was the late 30s.
We need to hear, with the way media it delivers content today, will you have broadcasters reach that level of popularity like Zabel anymore?
I think it's going to be hard. He was one of the last great personalities. He was a personality more than a reporter, a journalist. He
never let the facts get in the way of a good broadcast.
That too. He made his living being Jim Zabel, associated with the University of Iowa.
Yep.
And he made a good living. And more important than anything, he had a great time.
And Casey, Pete Taylor obviously had a special place in the hearts of Cyclone Nation, and a little bit different style, but significant nonetheless.
Oh yeah, I mean, Pete Taylor, I can remember coming home on airplane rides, and it would be a long airplane ride, but I'd go sit back by Pete Taylor and just shoot the breeze with Pete, get a recap of the whole game, and what a great guy. I mean, Jim Zabel's the same way, obviously. He's a little bit before my time. Pete would pick up a
check every once in a while.
Yeah, but Z would pick up a vodka. What's wrong with that? It's the same thing. Whatever floats your boat, that's what he needed. But, I mean, I think it's guys like that, and especially in Iowa, when we're such an agricultural state.
Well, radio plays a huge role.
Exactly. I mean, guys are out in the tractors all fall, during harvest. That's what they hear. So, I mean, that's why those guys' voices are the voices of, both universities.
Absolutely. Well, we miss, obviously, Z here recently. Obviously, Pete Taylor's been missed for some time. We're going to come back and talk all things Principal Charity Classic. Stay tuned after this break.
People like to see a return on their investment. Is it time for you to make an investment in your health? The YMCA has great locations, facilities, equipment, and a staff dedicated and trained to help you succeed. And it's affordable to all. The Y offers boot camp classes, a pool, wellness coaches, complimentary child watch, and so much more. If you and your family are serious about living an active, healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of a healthier you.
Are you tired of losing the lives and productivity of your employees and their families to diabetes, cancer, heart attack, and stroke? Not to mention the destruction that these and other chronic diseases cause. In an effort to help, we are proud to introduce the newest member of the Holmes-Murphy family, Dr. Mike Abelasili. Dr. Mike is Family Physician of the Year in 2010 and has a passionate and proven track record for saving lives and preventing disease.
If you truly want your employees and their families to have better lives, you need to call Holmes-Murphy.
Welcome back to Extra Points. As we mentioned in our open, we're live. Well, we're not live, but as close to live as we can be at the Wakanda Club for the Principal Charity Classic, and we're pleased to be joined by Jamie Alt, Tournament Director. Jamie, first of all, thanks for taking time out of what is an incredibly busy moment for you to be on.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Well, let's talk a little bit. Let's jump right in. We were talking off air about putting this field together and the relationships that are involved. The reputation that this event has on tour is phenomenal, but it still takes some work.
Yeah, we have a great event here. The players know it. They love coming to Des Moines because the community supports it so well. But we need to keep those relationships good with the players. So I'll tend to go out to 3 or 4 other events throughout the year, whether it's after our event, before our event, just to keep those relationships going with the players. They know who I am when I call up. Things like that. If a conflict will come up in their schedule, it's a lot easier to talk to them about that when you have a good relationship than when not.
I bet.
Jamie, you're playing at a different course this year. It's a little different. It's different than the ones that usually come to and play in Des Moines. How's the transition going, and how do the players feel about it?
Transition's going great, really. From any of the players that I've talked to, probably 30 or so since they've been on site, they love it. Absolutely love the layout. It's what they've grown up to play as the old style course. It's nice and tight. You can't just grip it and rip it and hope for the best and still have a good lie. You actually have to hit it exactly where you want to hit it. You got to be in the middle of the fairway all the time. And these greens are very difficult, and they experienced that yesterday. And a couple comments where I can't wait to see what it's going to be like when it dries out. So looking forward to that.
I don't know, Jamie, if I hope for the best that we will get some dry weather, but talk to us a little bit about that. I mean, as we all watch the Weather Channel, and it seems that they say fronts are coming in.
I don't watch the Weather Channel.
I'm pretty sure he's been on that Weather Channel quite a bit. But what do you do? How do you kind of combat with if you do get bad weather here at the tournament?
Well, it's rained a lot since we have been setting up here and throughout the past 4 or 5 days, so we are watching it very close. We actually have a weather guy on site. It's a PGA Tour
see,
weather
there you
guy.
go, Al.
I bet Anson and I are watching the Weather Channel.
So we stand in his office and watch the models he brings up and works with to see where we're at. We actually just missed a storm a little bit ago, which came real close to us. So we're very cautious about that, always monitoring it. If something is coming our way, we have plans in place where we had everybody staged to within 5 minutes to get the players off the course, get them where they need to be when the bad weather is here.
Let's talk about the important stuff. I know that the players love this golf course. You probably have a different group of hotels. You have players staying in some different places, and that's important.
Yeah.
The hospitality side of this, and you certainly didn't take them any farther away from Prairie Meadows. But talk a little bit about the hospitality side and how this South Side location changes things.
It works out really well. I mean, it really doesn't change a whole lot, other than the fact it brings downtown into it more. They always enjoyed out west. There's still a handful of players that chose to stay out west because they're familiar with it. They love the area. But we've also talked to all of them and explained to them what a great city we have here. Downtown, Court Avenue District, all the great restaurants and bars and things like that they can experience while they're here. So we have a lot of them down there. They're experiencing it right now, so it'll be great to see what the feedback is from them.
Well, we're about 5 minutes from the airport, and I'm talking about almost walking. You can get there, but is it? Are the accommodations different here? Are they staying in different places? Are they?
They are. Like I said, there's a handful of them. They're still staying out west. The 2 hotels just south of the airport are packed. And then we have quite a few of them staying downtown at the various hotels down there.
Now,
so
locker
really
rooms at Wakanda versus Glen Oaks, behind the scenes.
A little bit different.
They don't have a bear in their locker room.
They don't have a bear in their locker. They don't have nice wood lockers, but you know what? Again, that's what the guys grew up with. It's the old metal locker. They love the nostalgia. They really do. We were down there with Dave Schneider the other day, and he's like, our lockers. And the one pro said, these are awesome. So
brings them back.
they don't have it near as bad as what they think they do.
How many golfers are you anticipating? I mean, has everybody arrived? Is there anybody new that hasn't been to Iowa yet? I mean, can you kind of fill us in on what you got going here?
The field will be 81 players.
Okay.
This year we have Rocco Mediate, Steve Elkington, which are rookies on the year.
Okay. He just walked by and said the course was beautiful, so that was great.
Yeah, so he's a great guy. So those 2 guys are new to Des Moines, and the one that we're really excited about is Curtis Strange. He committed to our event. He's never played in it, so he'll be arriving today. The majority, I'd say 90% of the players are already here. There'll be a handful of them arriving yet today. Hopefully the storms don't keep them away, and they can arrive on time, and then hopefully by later this evening everybody will be in town.
Well, we know we've got a great event. It's one of many world-class events here in Des Moines, and obviously we're going to chat with Mary O'Keefe. We're going to talk about the sponsorship and the dollars that go into making one of these and all the good that this event does for children's charities. But certainly you probably don't get enough recognition for the job you and your team do. So we appreciate the job you do. I know the community does, and just keep doing it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming on with us.
Thanks.
We'll be back with more Extra Points right after this.
That's magic. This is not. No magic can help you get in shape, and it won't happen overnight. You need a plan, commitment, and more often than not, you will need help. That's what the Y does best. They have the finest facilities and equipment and a professional staff trained to help you succeed. If you and your family are serious about living an active, healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of a healthier you.
Overwhelmed? Frustrated? Not sure what to do with your garage? Let the professional design team at Minnesota Cabinets be your garage organization solution. Floors, cabinetry, slapboard walls, and other accessories, all custom designed to maximize your space and be easy on your budget. Let Minnesota Cabinets, your trusted solution for kitchen cabinets, bring some peace of mind to your garage too. Wait till your neighbors see this. Minnesota Cabinets Home and Garage on 100th Street in Urbandale.
Welcome back to Extra Points. Al Lorenzen, Mark Hansen, Casey Shelton. We're on location at Wakanda for the Principal Charity Classic, and we're joined by Mary O'Keefe. Mary, an incredible event each and every year. This year we've got a lot going on with the new venue, some of the other implications in terms of benefit for the community. Where do we start?
Well, you know, the Principal Charity Classic is just such a great event for the community overall. So we're thrilled to be here in our new home at Wakanda. They've been very welcoming. It's a great course. It's very different. It's a shorter, tighter course, a little more challenging. So it's a great course for the fans and for the players as well. And we're doing great for charity this year. We have a record number of sponsors, and we're able to not only have the general support for Community Foundation and United Way, Blank Children's Hospital, Bravo, and who did I forget? Right, Variety Club. Yeah. So last year we were able to do $917,000 in donations to children's charities, and then one of the really fun programs that we do is we're able to provide bikes, specialized bikes for kids with severe physical disabilities, and iPads with software for kids with autism. And that's opening up a whole new world of communication for kids. So we were just a little while ago, we just gave a bike to Ty, who's 7, and he was thrilled.
Amen.
Nice.
Mary, how were you able to hook up with this club? I know you were at Glen Oaks and that worked out well, but what happened there?
Right, so we were at Glen Oaks, and Glen Oaks decided not to go forward this year. So we were in search of a new home, and we started talking to Wakanda early, and it turned out to be a great place. It's actually a little more convenient for fans, especially when the river isn't over its banks. So because the parking will be planned to be right across the street. Right now, we're going to park at Southridge and bus over because the raccoon's a little high, but it's really close in, convenient. It's a beautiful course. It was built in 1922, and it's really an old style course. So it's a really different experience, and I think shaking things up and having something fresh after 10 or 11 years at a course is a good thing.
Well, you're tied up for 3 years, is that correct?
We are.
Mary, talk to me a little bit about your golf game. Obviously, you put on a great event, but talk a little bit about your golf game. Have you been out here and played the course? Because as we were just interviewing somebody earlier, a player walked by, actually one of the rookies this year, and said, "What a beautiful course." So obviously, I'm just curious. Have you been on the course and played, or?
You know, the windmill.
She's working here.
The windmill's a little tricky. The bridge, sometimes, you know, it's been a while, but
you got to get that back rock. You got to get that right angle, and it'll go right in the cup.
Putt is very challenging. You know, for me, I learned golf by putting on a golf tournament because I don't golf.
Okay.
So I have really appreciated the game and learned it from the backside forward, putting up tents and all the facilities, and then getting to know the players, and I just couldn't be any happier. The players on the Champions Tour are so terrific. They just have such a great perspective. So they're competitive, but they also come for